This model review is of the P-51D Mustang, and it is also by Revell, and it's 1/32 scale. Again, part of the Smithsonian model collection. Shows the finished model here. And this is an older model, obviously, and I bought this one online. Tells you the colors needed there. I don't see any other additional. There you go. There's some pictures. The finished model. Let's have a look inside. So this one has already been started, actually. Looking at these wings, the wings have been put together. It's a decent size model, and flaps are up. A lot of surface detail, but it is unfortunately all raised. Here are the guns. Need to fill those areas in. Same with the other ones. Looking over here, here are the fuel tanks, supports, and a fair amount of surface detail actually here, but a lot of it's not very good quality, so we'll need to build that up ourselves. So that's the wing. Looking at the fuselage, looks like you can expose the engine, and again, a lot of surface detail, but it is all raised. The side panel for the cockpit's already been glued into place. There's some details there. Here's the other side panel, again with some details. There's the back of the cockpit with radio, and inside of the engine bay. And again, same for the surface detail here. Here's the cockpit, which has already been started. There's the instrument panel, which has again some details, and our chair or seat. Also inside here we have an engine with crankcase already attached. Our exhausts are already on here. Fair level of detail there. And here's our engine cover, wheel well covers. Here's our landing gear. Landing gear covers a fair amount of flashing, as you can see. And some additional parts here. Looks like wheel parts and antenna. Over here we have propeller blades. Looks like these need to be glued onto the, they've been cut off. Maybe that they were at the wrong angle. So those need to be glued back on. Here's our air intake scoop. Our tail wings. These are the stabilizer elevator portions. Here's our canopy. And wheels, looks like they need a little bit of work, but some detail there. And our pilot. So over here we have our decals, and actually a decent number of decals here. That looks like a fair amount of detail. And let's have a look at our instructions. So you start off with the engine. Looks like that's already been built. I'm supposed to glue this portion here, and looks like that has not been glued, so that's good. And then you put the cockpit together. It all goes inside the fuselage. Tail wheel goes on, radio, and then the stabilizers. Fuselage goes together. Landing gear starts to be put together, and you have your wings. That's already been done. And we have the landing gear being put in, either up or down. Fuselage goes on the wings. Propeller goes on. Canopy then goes on. And lastly, we have the painting and decal guide. So fair amount of detail actually on this one with the decals. and inside the cockpit, and even the wheel wells